I want to learn how to stop being a people pleaser. I'm terrible with dealing with disappointing others because I already feel like a disappointment, so when I let someone down it affects me more than them and more than it needs to. I'm trying to be more stern, but I can't seem to break away from that feeling of wanting to do things right and not feel like a screw-up. But all this is in turn ruining my life. I'm making bad decisions and it's only adding on to my terrible sense of judgment. My problem is I'm aware of all this and I don't know how to rip away from it. Whenever I find myself in a situation where I need to put myself first, I end up trying to make things work out for everyone, and as a result I lose. It's turning me into a pushover and making me hate myself more than I already do. Please help. It sounds like you're stuck in a cycle where prioritizing others has become second nature, even at the cost of your own well-being. That's a tough habit to break, especially when the fear of disappointing people feels overwhelming. But the truth is, no matter how much you try to keep everyone happy, someone will always be disappointed. You can't control how others feel, but you can control how much of yourself you're willing to sacrifice just to avoid the feeling. People-pleasing often comes from deeper fears. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of not being good enough. If you've grown up in an environment where love or acceptance felt conditional, then making sure everyone else is happy can feel like a survival instinct. Over time, it becomes so ingrained that choosing yourself feels wrong even when you know it's what you need. But constantly making decisions based on what others want instead of what's right for you only leads to exhaustion, resentment, and self-doubt. The first step to breaking free is recognizing that prioritizing yourself is not selfish. It's necessary. It's okay to take a moment before responding to requests instead of automatically saying yes. If you're struggling to say no, try giving yourself space with responses like, "Let me think about it," or "I can't commit to that right now." These small shifts help break the habit of immediate compliance and give you time to decide what's actually best for you. The discomfort that comes with setting boundaries is normal at first. You might feel guilty or anxious, but that's just the old habit resisting change. It doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. People who truly respect and care about you won't stop liking you just because you set limits. If someone gets upset when you prioritize yourself, that's a reflection of their expectations, not your worth. Being kind doesn't mean being a doormat. You can care about others while still valuing your own needs. If you're struggling to believe that, think about how you would advise a friend in your position. You'd probably tell them they deserve to stand up for themselves, that their needs matter just as much as anyone else's. That same kindness should apply to you. Over time, as you practice choosing yourself, it will start to feel more natural. You don't have to change overnight. Small steps lead to big changes. But the more you practice, the stronger and more confident you'll become. You're allowed to prioritize yourself. You deserve the same love and care that you give to others. Hope this helps. You're not alone in this.